Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Ertz has it left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An Eagle first down there. Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Let's go.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Hey, South.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Derek Barnett, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Ryan. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
And third down is a key down in any game you play, and third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Ryan on 2nd down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Derek Barnett in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
So what's the word I'm looking for here about how this drive just started?
Disjointed?
I'll go with that one. I mean, think about it. First down, took a bad loss on a running play. Take the sack on 2nd down. Now they got to come up with something big here on 3rd.
Third and long. It's Ryan. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They begin the drive with Johnson. The carry, good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Please. 52, great. What's this?
On 2nd down, Johnson. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Ito Smith, his first carry. Finding some room at midfield. 31 yards there, the first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it 2nd down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. On 2nd down, Ryan. And this is incomplete. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And down inside the 15 he goes. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Ryan over the middle, complete. It's Freeman. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now the pitch to Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. Bailey got the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. A spin. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go.
Wins to throw on second down. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. Now Wentz. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Throwing on first is Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to the air on second down. Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jamie Collins in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, express! Hey, wait.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is Freeman on first and 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
There we go. Ready, blue 80. Blue 80. Hey, wait. Ready, go.
Looking to throw on second down. Ryan. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Malik Jackson, never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Hey, South! Gun! Hey, wait.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. Here's Matt Bosher now, standing just about on his own goal line. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. So far they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The Eagles hustling to the line. Clock rolling. To throw, it's Wentz. Underneath for Johnson. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays. This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card.
Go!
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. From the left hash, this from 46. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
There we go.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Right back to him on first down. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Falcons on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
21. Hey, South.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Eluding the pressure. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And Elliott puts this one through. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Elliott now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And bulldozing his way through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. To throw on 2nd down, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, gun. Hey, wait.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll run it with Hill. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an starting fast game. The second half, no matter what, well, those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what and he lost the football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Gun.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
To throw on 2nd down, Ryan out to his left. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier.
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and the Falcons grab it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
But, has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
Let's go.
This time Ryan will throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Sidney Jones.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
82, 82.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Wentz now on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This will be fielded at the 17. A 45-yard punt for there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On second down, Freeman. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
20.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A first down carry for Smith. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he is tackled inside the 49. Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking down.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Wentz now to throw. And it's incomplete. Darquez Denard there defensively. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here we go.
Wentz will try again on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That, his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Wentz now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Wentz. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Get up!
They toss to Freeman. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. A 20th carry now for Devontae Freeman. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The Falcons on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up 4th. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. It's fielded at the 45. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. They've gone final now in our nation's capital, and it was the Redskins that came away victorious there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That's now his second interception and as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Hey. 4 down. Ready. Check. 53's light. Check. 53's light. Let's go, baby. Need turnover. Get that ball.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Atlanta, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.